I've driven to Magic Kingdom so many times the past week, and then parking at the TTC and having to take the monorail over to Magic Kingdom every time. So I'm here at about 8 o'clock in the morning because I'm going to Magic Kingdom for early entry. Brendan and I are staying at a resort, and as a perk of staying on property, we have access to early entry 30 minutes prior to the park being open, which that'll be a separate video. There's about a 10-minute delay leaving the TTC. They're adding a monorail, and there's only 30 minutes of early entry access. So with Disney transportation and hotel verification, park entry, that's a very narrow amount of time. I love this announcement so much. And we're finally pulling into this station. So what I'm curious about is we aren't staying at a Disney resort yet. We're checking into a Disney resort later on today. So do I still qualify for early entry? I'm pretty sure that I do because I looked it up on the internet, and the internet never lies. But I've linked my reservation, and I even brought my Magic Band Plus, and I'm finally in Magic Kingdom. That took a while. So why I'm here specifically is for characters. There are characters that are roaming around Fantasyland only in the first 30 minutes of early entry. And again, I'm presuming that that includes me. I have to scan down here. I've only ever done this one other time. There are signs that point to early access. So this is where we're being sent for early access, and I think that they're scanning right here. So that is pretty cool to know, is that on check-in day, you can still utilize early entry, even when you're not staying at the resort yet. They're holding regular park guests over there at the hub, and I think I'm going this way into Fantasyland. I do want to come back to the circus maybe a little bit later, so I'm pretty sure that Fantasyland just has a bunch of Fantasyland characters roaming around, and then I think that Donald and Goofy and Daisy and Minnie ride Dumbo? And look at this, there's Mickey Mouse just right there, right outside the carousel. How cool is this? It's Mickey Mouse just walking around Fantasyland. That's incredible. Let's see if there's any other characters roaming around. Yes, there's Flynn Rider and Rapunzel, just right there. How cool is this? And Pluto! And there's Chip and Dale back there. There's Mr. Smee and Captain Hook. How awesome! He's way over there, but there's Tigger. I think everyone's leaving now, but I got to see some characters in Fantasyland in the morning. They stopped playing the summer soundtrack, not just the regular Fantasyland loop. The park is about to open in just a few minutes. My train's already an hour wait with the line going all the way back there. So what I'm curious about are the characters that allegedly ride Dumbo in the morning. I don't know if I'm going to be riding anything. I would probably need to get in line if I was. I really just wanted to see the characters and get some breakfast. Also, I didn't need my Magic Band Plus today, just haven't worn it in a while. Magic Mobile still works totally fine. So I asked, and the characters do ride Dumbo, but not for about an hour. But the opening fireworks just happened, so the park is now officially open. So what I'm going to do, I turned around and I'm going to Gaston's Tavern to get some breakfast, and then I'll come back to the circus. That way I'll still be in Fantasyland. The Friar's Nook also has some pretty good breakfast, and the lunching pad. I'm just really determined to see the characters in Storybook Circus. Just riding Dumbo, I just think that would be a really cool moment to experience, and I could time it just perfectly right. But again, I'm going to get some breakfast and hopefully try something that I haven't had before. The past several times I've tried to go to Gaston's, it's been closed. Look at how quiet it is in here right now. I'm gonna be sitting right here, right in front of Gaston's chair. So I'm gonna consider this breakfast. This is a ham and Gruyere sandwich, crispy croissant dough filled with ham and Gruyere, served with chips. And then I also got the creme brulee croissant, crispy croissant dough filled with vanilla bean custard. And then, of course, I got the LeFou's Brew, which is a frozen apple juice with a hint of toasted marshmallow topped with all-natural passion fruit mango foam. It got busy in here, but here's my Gruyere sandwich. So unsurprisingly, this is phenomenal. I took a risk getting this as breakfast, but I have no regrets. This is delicious. I finished breakfast, and I'm taking my LeFou's Brew over to the circus. If the characters do ride Dumbo, it should be within the next, half an hour. So I'll always be an advocate for going to the parks as early as possible, just because there are less people, it's less hot, you can appreciate more details, and the details are easier to appreciate because there are less people, and it's less hot. But I'm going to go all the way to the back of the circus and see if I can see the characters coming over here to Dumbo. Actually, I'm gonna go over here to the train station to watch the train pull in backward. This looks really refreshing. Even though the park opened half an hour ago, it is very hot today. Having the train only run between Main Street and Fantasyland is just, it is a little bit silly and pointless. Never mind, because look, there's Minnie and Donald and Daisy and Goofy going over to Dumbo. I knew that it would happen. This is so awesome. Yes, there they go. And that's right, Dumbo. I'm gonna film from the queue, I think. Goofy looks so silly, just sitting in a Dumbo. So there's Goofy. and Minnie, and Daisy, and Donald. That was such a special thing to see. I'm glad that I timed that right. How awesome. Daisy and Minnie and Donald and Goofy riding Dumbo, and now they're heading back over to their meet and greet. The train's leaving now. I'm gonna try to wait for it to come back, which should just be in like 15 minutes. And in the meantime, I'm going to ride Barnstormer because there is no line at all. This is a reference to Toontown. So because it is really hot today, after I guess ride Barnstormer and watch the train, I'm going to head over to Frontierland, but I'm leaving Magic Kingdom and doing something else. I enjoy the Barnstormer, and the train still isn't back yet. So I wanted to go over to Frontierland because they did put up walls over by the Rivers of America, and I just wanted to see what that change looked like. And I hear the train coming around the corner, and there it is. This is so weird. I appreciate that they did turn around a lot of the seats on the train. So I'm heading to Frontierland. So now I'm seeing the train back out of Main Street and then back into Fantasyland. There's Pooh and Tigger. There's also, in the morning, Prince Naveen and Tiana that roam around Fantasyland, but I pretty much saw everybody back here. This would have been a fun ride to ride in the morning. I've seen pictures of Rapunzel and Flynn Rider down here. That'd be the perfect picture with Rapunzel and Flynn Rider over here. But I'm going around the corner to the former Rivers of America because look at this. There are walls. I was just here and these walls are brand new. You can still see the Rivers of America from the Haunted Mansion queue, but I'm so glad that I filmed what I filmed when I did because that entire viewing area is now walled off. And these walls continue all the way down here. This is so sad. I did not think that they would put up the walls this soon. It goes, I don't even know how far the walls go. Does it go all the way around the Rivers of America? I wonder how much longer this is going to be here. Just this public humiliation, embarrassment, punishment thing that's been here for as long as I can remember. But does this fit into the new vision of Disney? I don't think so. But I thought the walls were just all the way down by Haunted Mansion, but I still don't see where they end. So they ended the boardwalk. That makes sense. It might be because the riverboat is gone and the rafts aren't running, but the water level already seems to be receding a little bit. This is probably going to be drained pretty fast though, and there are walls over here too. This wasn't supposed to be a Magic Kingdom walls video. Look at this, the walls go all the way down here, and they've already tagged and I think removed a lot of stuff from Times Square Island. This is so sad. You can't even see the Rivers of America anymore. I'm so glad that I got my picture down here in front of the Times Square Island raft launch because I can't now. There's a band playing over here now, which is so cool. Over here in the shade. That is awesome that they're doing that. Look at all these walls everywhere. Frontierland is just walls. What a bummer. That's all that's left of Times Square Island. That was so cool. Again, I don't think that I was expecting the walls this soon, and I hope that they'll let everyone see the rivers be drained before they put up the walls over by the boardwalk. I think that they would have to drain the Rivers of America to put walls here, but they could put the walls on the boardwalk. It's sad that at some point will be my final time seeing the Rivers of America and Times Square Island ever. They'll probably be putting up some walls here very soon. I think that the boardwalk is necessary just for crowds, especially with Starlight debuting in about a week. But that doesn't mean that they wouldn't need to put up walls for this massive construction project that they do not want people to see. But I'm heading to the front of the park to go somewhere else. There's an additional complimentary benefit to staying at a Disney resort that I intend to take advantage of today because it is so hot, which is that I'm going to a water park for free on my check-in day for staying at a Disney resort. This is a benefit that's only available on check-in day for staying at a Disney resort. It is stupid hot right now, so the water parks are probably going to be completely slammed, but I really would appreciate a water park. Right now, for the first time in 5 years, both water parks are open, but I'm blocked out. So I'm very happy about this perk. But again, this is only on check-in day for staying at a Disney resort versus early entry, which you have access to every single day of your Disney resort stay, which I know includes check-in day in addition to checkout day. So I have to take the ferry boat back to the TTC because I can't take the monorail. I presume they do that to try to expedite just the process of getting here, but I still prefer the monorail over the ferry boat. I'm trying to think about which water park I want to go to. I think that I have a choice. That actually did not take that long at all. I've made it back to the TTC. So I'm going back to the car, but I do want to make a quick stop on my way to the water parks. Well, I did not expect it to be free Slurpee day, but it is. But now I'm going to a Disney water park. This is just the gas station over by Magic Kingdom. And I've decided on Typhoon Lagoon, just because I haven't been here in a while. I parked pretty far away, but it's not terrible. But I'm about to find out if I can use this hotel perk. Because I have my reservation linked, this should just work. And I'm inside Typhoon Lagoon. This is one of the hottest days that I've gone to Typhoon Lagoon in a long time, so I expect this to be very busy. Speaking of that, I'm not really expecting to do too much. I would love to do the lazy river and maybe some slides. Wave pool just started. I need to change into my swimsuit, which I have in my bag. I'll try to be more thorough if this was a standalone water park video, but I'm just here to take advantage of a perk for staying at a hotel. I'm gonna check that in just a second, but I am in my swimsuit and I need to find a place for my bag, and I will get to the lazy river. These are the park hours specifics, and then just general information about the day. It is a hot day today. I'm gonna try to find a quieter spot to put my stuff down. Hi, can I get a selfie? That's awesome. Hey, Stitch. Perfect, thank you so much. Have a good day. I just met Stitch. That was so random. Stitch is just over here. I was way over there, but I'm continuing to walk around the wave pool. Family Raft Ride is a 45-minute wait. I'm pretty sure that Keel Hall and Mayday Falls are both a 10-minute wait. This is the Mount Mayday Trail, but I think that I'm going to put my stuff down over here. There's a seat that is right here in the shade. All right, switching over to my GoPro. So the last time that I did the Mount Mayday Trail, it burned my feet really bad, so I'm gonna go get into the lazy river. So put my bag down over there. Here are the falls, and I'm getting into the river right here. All right, I'm in the lazy river. This feels so great. The AC's been out at our house, so I really needed this. I don't have a tube though. I needed to not lose my sunglasses for the 100th time. Here's the Mount Mayday Trail. I'm going to try to do that before I leave. This is the Typhoon Lagoon wave machine. There's a lot of details that I've never noticed in Typhoon Lagoon. So much shipwreck stuff. Like, it makes sense. The theme is nautical shipwrecks. I just haven't really paid attention to those details. Attention tubers, have no fear. To brave the storm slides, exit here. And you know what? I will. These are the storm slides, which are currently a 5-minute wait. Kimaga Cowabunga is over there, but I'm heading up to the Miss Tilly. Looks like the walls don't end at Magic Kingdom. There are walls here too. There's also some dark clouds, so some other might get here soon. I just wanted to be able to do a slide. And these are my favorite. For the heat of Magic Kingdom and the stairs here, I am really getting a workout today. This is where the line stops, so that's not that bad. There's the wave pool. I put my stuff down right over there. Maybe it won't rain, because every time that I think it's going to rain, it doesn't rain. And every time that I don't think it's going to rain is when it rains. So, I don't even know. I always forget one of these that I like the most. There's the rudder buster, the stern burner, and then the jib jammer. I'm doing the stern burner. Start. I did a flip. That one was great. That was super comfortable. And I did not lose my sunglasses. Back in the lazy river, and I got a tube. That was a double tube. And I'm getting a single tube now. I think I'm going to eat at Typhoon Lagoon today, and I think I'm going to bypass Crush and Gusher. I'm just going to do Keel Hall or Mayday Falls after I take a lap in the lazy river. Whew. cold. Alright, back at the front of the park. This is the bridge that I crossed over, and that's where I met Stitch. This is pretty busy, but again, this is a perk for everyone that's staying at a resort on their check-in day. I did not know that you could do this. You can actually spray even the lazy river. It feels so good. Yeah, I am definitely going to be getting out as soon as I can. Alright, I finally broke away from the crowd of people. I think the challenge is that groups keep attaching their rafts to each other, so it gets pretty difficult to try to pass. I haven't done the lazy river in a while, I guess, because all of these like details are cool. But this is where I got in, so I'm gonna get out here too. Oh no, that is really good. Alright, I'm getting out here for the slides. That was fun, it just got too busy. So I'm doing Mayday Falls because there's a very long line for Keel Haul Falls. Alright, I'm picking up my tube. There we go. And now I'm heading up the mountain, and the line stops right here. So this might actually be like a 10-minute wait. Alright, I am almost there. Yay, I made it. Here I go. Ah! Woo! Oh my god. Woo! Ah! Everything is jiggling so much. Ah! There's the bridge. Alright, I made it. My GoPro decided to die. So I'm going to go get my stuff and then do the Mount Mayday Trail on the way out of the park. So I'm back on my phone. That's what I get for buying third-party batteries. This is the Mount Mayday Trail I'm taking across the bridge. This is going to be considerably hot. There's Keel Haul and Mayday Falls over there. I do think that I want to make one more stop before turning around and coming back to Disney to go to our resort. I'm going across the bridge. This is slippery and also very hot. It's Mount Mayday and Miss Tilly and Lazy River. I'm trying not to drop my phone. Miss Tilly just erupted. Sort of. Alright, I'm heading out of Typhoon Lagoon now. I want to pick up some lunch and then check into our Disney resort. And I want to go somewhere pretty cool. Well, objectively normal, I guess, but I want to get something pretty cool. I'm going to get something subjectively cool from an objectively normal place. That was a fast trip to Typhoon Lagoon, but it was free. Alright, better leave the park now. And I'm walking all the way to the end of the parking lot. And I am back on my camera, and I'm driving to McDonald's. This is the Walt Disney World McDonald's, and I'm here to get Happy Meals. So I got just one Happy Meal, but this is the little McDonald's Happy Meal. Look at this. It was a little Happy Meal inside of a Happy Meal. What did I get? I got the little ordering thing. The drive-through ordering menu. This is adorable. So I'm going to end this video because Brennan and I need to check into our Disney resort, which the entire premise of this video was to take advantage of the perks that I'm eligible for by staying at a Disney resort, which was going to Magic Kingdom for the extra magic hours in the morning, just 30 minutes of early entry into Magic Kingdom, which I just got to see some characters walking around Fantasyland, and then get to see all of the walls in Frontierland, which was very sad, and then going over to Typhoon Lagoon just to ride a couple water slides, and then go around the Lazy River, which I'm also able to do by staying at a Disney resort on check-in day. And then I went to McDonald's and got a tiny little Happy Meal. So I'm happy. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Have a great day, and goodbye.